Hello, I'm going to try this again because I did it once already and it was not recording, so I'll try it again. Okay, today I have some fall items to share with you and also to show you how to make. And this would be a pocket, and inside are some really pretty tags that I've made. And these are my own graphics, the girls. But these are pumpkins graphics that I've made and I'm offering in a particular journaling group for free. And we have greenish aqua kind of pumpkins and some lavender, because this is Shabby Chic. Now if you don't like Shabby Chic, you won't like this, but these are definitely Shabby Chic. And here is a tag. This is also free in this group. I'm going to leave the link below to where you can get these graphics. Let me just show you them. There will be these 6 sweaters, and then these 4, I hope this is right, these 4 pumpkins graphics, and they are 4x4, and these orange 4x4 Shabby Chic. So therefore, anybody that wants to give their hand at trying to make something out of them, you're welcome to do it, and you've got some of these to go for free. So, but my girls here, these girls, I have in my Etsy shop. They are a new collection, and you can pick them up there. Before I show you much more, let me show you them. Bring this up a little bit. There's 27 of these girls, and they're 2 different sizes. This is the small size, 2 1/4 by 3, and then I also have a large size that is like 3x4. And there's 27 of them, and they're real cuties. And they all have blue eyes. I meant to give some of them green eyes and brown eyes. Well, some of them do have green eyes. But I thought about brown eyes after I was all done. I'm like, no, I'm not going to make any more. So these are in my Etsy shop. And let's see if we're still recording. Yep. Okay. These are 2 of my favorite ones. Okay. And what I want to show you about this is I scented this. Okay, this is an envelope. Just like this. A small envelope. Size A2, and I believe that's like 4 3/4 by 5. Let me just measure it right here. I've got the thing out. So 1 2 3 4 5. 5 3/4 by 1 2 3 4 4.5. 5 3/4 by 4.5. And what I've done, and I've done it for many years, is I take some fabric. It can be any kind of fabric. It doesn't, the prints, whatever, it doesn't need to be muslin. It could be anything, any scrap fabric you have. And I have scented it with this pumpkin spice wax. And then what I do is I take 2 of them and I put them in the envelope like that. Then I close up the envelope, and then I put my graphic on top of the envelope. You can see the same size. And then I put a piece of paper in the back to make a pocket. So the front, this is the back. I close it up with this scented. It smells wonderful. I used to sell these at a craft shop, and they used to sell right out. And they would be calling me from the shop, can you make more? Can you make more? I just have to have them in my house. You know, they smell really nice. So, so you put the graphic on the front here, close this up, and on the back you put just, you know, regular paper, scrapbook paper, and you make it into a pocket, and then you make your matching tags. So I'm going to show you tonight how to do this. Very simple. I've done it for years. So I'm going to show you that. Let's see. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about these, how I decorated them. This here is from lace that I bought on Amazon. I only bought a yard of it. It's so pretty. I don't use peach a lot, so I wish it came in other colors, but it doesn't. And so once in a while I would buy it. And what I did was I cut this part off here, this trim, and I glued it onto here. And then I have these things, like individual appliques once I take that trim off. And when I take the appliques off, I have these, which I can cut apart and use as parts of something. So I use those here. I use that here and here. And this is a wedding applique off an old wedding gown. And here and here. And I just use some peach lace up there and some orange ribbon. And what I did here is I used Velcro or vellum. I print polka dots on vellum. And I'm going to show you how I put them onto a tag. Just a plain cardstock tag. Now this tag is actually watercolor paper from Amazon, and it's 140 pounds, and it's not real textured, and that's why I like it. Amazon Basics watercolor paper, and you get 30 sheets for whatever price. It's not real expensive, and I love to use it as tags because it doesn't bow, and I like to put a lot of stuff on my tags. I like to kind of layer them and add things, and I don't want them, you know, wobbling and things like that while they're in my journal. So in this, I would put this in a journal with the scented stuff, or I actually give these out as gifts, or I sell them. And these two this one will be in my Etsy shop for sale. It is for sale on Etsy right now. I've put that in my shop. I haven't finished these two. I do plan on it with the purple. And just put your pocket back there. I just think these are so shabby chic and so sweet. And if you have a lot of lace and you like to use lace to decorate, these are so fun. They're very unique. You don't see that very often. And these, I used a button and some beautiful trim here. My friend Angie, she gave me this, and I have only that much left because I just wanted to use it sparingly. I cut everything apart, and that makes it last a lot longer. And these are scented, and I'm going to make tags for them and put them in my shop for sale. This is what one of the tags will look like. This is how big it will be when you cut it out from the graphic collection. And I use it on a tag that is 3 by 6, and that seems to work really well. And I'm going to show you after I show you how to make the scented material, I'm going to show you how I put these dots onto this tag, because these are on vellum, and if you don't have vellum, tracing paper works very well, very nicely. Okay, but what I want to do is just clean this up a little bit, clear it up a little bit, and show you how to scent a piece of fabric, any kind of fabric. Let's bring this up further. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay. All right, it's not a difficult process. It can get expensive if you make a lot of them. And when I make them, I make a lot of them. So what I did was I took my envelope. I saw what size it was. I ripped up some muslin, and I just ripped it to fit this envelope. I don't cut. I don't have to. And that's all I do. You have to have some parchment paper. You need to have some of that. I get mine at the dollar store. And I think I showed you this, and I might not have. Pumpkin spice, because I've done this twice now, so I don't know what I've showed you and what I haven't. Great, right? Some tweezers. Okay, I use metal tweezers. And your wax warmer. Now they're very expensive, I found in Walmart, but on Amazon I've got this one for $10, and I've had it for like 3 years. They might be up to 12, I'm not sure. So what you do is you take your fabric, just one piece at a time, and you put it in there, and then you hold it and let it drip off. You don't need all that wax on there. And it's not going to burn you. I mean, it's not that hot, but you still want to be careful. Okay, and then you put it on your, what's that paper? Parchment paper. And you let it dry. And that's all there is to it. And when it's dry, it looks like this. It's stiff, not real stiff. You can actually rip this even after it's been waxed. I've done it many times. I want to put it in something different and it's too big. I'll rip it and it rips beautifully. And when you're done, you just put it in your envelope and seal it up, and it smells. I use 2 of them so it'll be even stronger, and it smells beautiful. So all of my envelopes have 2 in them. So that's all there is to it. I'll do it one more time in case you missed it. Okay, just put it in there, and you will go through the wax, believe me. That's the expensive part, is buying the wax, because I'm not sure how much it is right now. I did look it up on Amazon. It was pretty pricey. So I said, I better be careful what I'm doing. Okay. And just take it apart. And you don't even have to take it apart while it's hot. You can put it down on your parchment paper. When it dries, you can mess around with it. But it's not hard to deal with at all. Okay, so that's it for that. Get yourself some scented, what do they call it? Scented wax cubes. I put in like 3 in there. And make yourself some. You can put them in anything. I mean, you can put them in pillows. I've done little pillows, and people just love them to death. And with the metal, I recommend metal tweezers. The wax comes right off. I don't know if that would be true with anything else. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off and move it. And I'm going to make a tag with you. I never do the craft with me, but I think I should now. So let me get some of this off here. And I have to plug in my glue gun. Okay, so let's go with this. Let's get going on here. I've got one. Oh, I wanted to show you the envelopes. I went and found them. These are the 24-pound A2 envelopes, 100, and those are the sizes. And I don't know where I got it. I probably got it on Amazon. I get everything. Or Walmart. Those are the only 2 places I really shop. So now I have 2 of these, so I'm going to put them in there. Well, I'm going to just do a tag. I'm not going to do the whole envelope thing, but I'm just going to show you how I just put them in there. I guess I didn't need all that glue in there. Make a mess. Yep. It's all going to get covered up though. So when you put your back piece on, that'll cover up any mess that you made there. Hopefully it doesn't fall off and anybody sees it. Now what I want to show you here is probably something you've never seen before. And I'm going to use the orange instead of the brown. This is the polka dotted vellum. And like I said, you could also use tracing paper if you don't have vellum. I just like it that I can add polka dots without having a printer. And how are you going to do that if you already cut out? I'd like to have my tags cut out. I suppose I could print on them. I could print anything that I want. But I just like the feel of it, the look of it. And how I do it is I use my tape roller. I don't know if anyone has these. I've used these for years. This is very old. And what I do is I go right on the edges, I hope you can see, with the tape all the way around. And I try to get as close to the edge as possible. And this is just for the vellum or the tracing paper, whichever. Okay. And then I just pull off. I don't push any extra tape onto it because it makes a spot. So I pull off anything. Then I take my dotted paper and I try to line it up evenly, make sure the dots are straight, and I just put it on like that. And really, if you have a big piece, it's not that hard to do. And then I turn it over and I cut it off. And it's not absolutely 100% straight, I'll be perfectly honest with you. But you're going to put a lot of other stuff on it, and really all we want are the dots to show through at certain points, which makes it interesting. And I think I put the dots on upside down, back, yeah. Well, you can't tell. They look the same no matter what because it's vellum. Okay. So now I have a tag that's already got decorative paper on it, but not paper. It's kind of, it's plain, and I like that. So I'm going to put her, I was going to put some, let's see. I was going to put this peach up there, but I didn't bring it over, and that's okay. I brought a lot of other stuff. I think I'm going to maybe put some of this. I like to just put a little bit of lace in different places. I'm just going to do this right here. And I like to put things on and then cut it out. I don't know why. It's easier for me. Now this is a silicone pad that I got at the dollar store. I bought a spatula that had silicone end, and I took the end off. I've got quite a few of them. And I don't care that this is not on perfectly straight. Like Anne of Oldocina, it makes it interesting. And she never puts anything on straight, and I love what she makes, so hey, why not? If it works, don't break it, right? But I will cut it off. Now, she would leave some hanging, which is fine. That's her style. That's not mine. And it might not be yours, and it might be. You just go with what you like to do. Wrong scissors. No wonder it's not cutting. Do you have a lot of different kind of scissors? I have all kinds, and it's for this and it's for that. And my husband and my son just love to get into my scissors for any stupid thing, and they always break them. They don't buy me another one. They just go, oh, you got lots of scissors. I'm like, yeah, I did have till you broke them. Okay, so I'm just going to give her a little shot of glue here in the center because I'm not sure. Well, I am sure. I guess that's not true. I am pretty sure what I'm going to do. Okay, now see, this is pretty. And that's just that extra. But I want to show you how I did this with the applique too. Let's see what we got here. That's too big. Do you collect wedding gowns? I collect wedding gowns. I have several wedding gowns, and I have used so many of them, and I love to cut them up. I'll sit and cut them up while my husband's playing his guitar or watching TV, his silly shows, and I'll just cut up a wedding gown. And he tells his friend, my wife cuts up wedding gowns and she just loves it. She just loves it. Well, no, I really don't love it, but I love what's done with it at the end. See, I think I'm just going to put this like I did here. I just put one applique. I'm just going to use my silicone pad here. push that down. These girls are so stinking cute, I have to say. And I'm going to take this and put that on there because I just love the way it goes with the orange. I'm thinking about this. I don't know. It would be different, you know. I might even, I don't want another applique, but I do want maybe some of this too. And here I just cut this off. I gotta watch my time. I'm running out of minutes on my phone, or my camera. I don't use my phone, I use my camera. I wouldn't know how to video with a phone. I don't know much about phones at all. I know they work. I know they do a lot of things. But I am a computer girl. Okay. Oh, I like that. What I think I'm going to do is just bring this over and give me a line of glue there. And push it down. It's always important if you're using hot glue on lace or anything see-through that you push it down. That way you don't see it when it's dry. Okay. And now I can go back and be more fussy with the glue where it needs to go. And I'll probably use my fabric tack to put the rest of this down because it's really a lot of netting there, and I don't want, fabric tack is great for not seeing through the lace with the glue, for the glue. I gotta put this up here. And that there. I should have put this under there. How we're coming good. Okay. I like layers. I think layers really make a project stand out. It gives it real depth and quality. And I think I'm going to put a peach ribbon on this one. Now these are so cute. Wouldn't these be so cute to give to a little girl or something? She can hang in her room. Something like this that smells. I mean, you could put a face on the envelope. You could put anything you want on an envelope and make it, you know, make it scented. And I mean, you could put a dog's face on it if you want and put it in your dog room so it smells better. I like to put them in my bathroom. I love it when I walk in my bathroom. It smells like pumpkin spice. I love that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that on there. And I think I'm beating my clock on the camera. And there we have another tag. And I think I like this one better with all this on there. I might cut. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm going to cut this off here. Might be too much. Yeah. There. That's a little bit more appropriate for the size of the tag. And I definitely want this down, so I'm going to put that down. And there you go. So, we're done. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? If you have the right stuff around you, just get your laces out and put them on your table and start playing with them and putting them here and putting them there. And before you know it, you've made something really pretty. So, anyways, go over to the scrapbook group and get these free graphics with the sweaters and the pumpkins. And check out my little girls and my Etsy shop. And I will see you on the next video. Oh, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you leave a comment, I'll be even more happy. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by.